Week 1 pickups. I missed that so much. I missed it. But YouTube, how's it going? The Goat House is back. This is kind of like how you know the NFL is officially back is when you hear Week 1 pickups. Yeah.
Thank you.
But we're back. It's Monday, but throughout the rest of the year, we'll be back every single Tuesday night with picks for every single game here. And we'll also have score predictions, power rankings, plenty more coverage during the NFL season. So hope you can join us for that. Trying to reach that 60K subscriber goal early in the season, so please help us out. You're going to want to follow that Twitter, live tweeting during games. We have an Instagram, podcast, Patreon for bonus content. But yeah, I had to put it on there. I'm the defending champ here, the 2019 picks champ.
Wow.
And I'm gonna run it back.
But I got a championship under my belt.
You do have one.
I got two.
Did I get the last place last year? I probably did.
No,
you Junior did, didn't you?
No, you're the only one. I might have gotten last year, but you're the only one that's like in a drought right now.
Well, yeah, but I'm also the newest one towards the channel, so
But I'm a two-time back-to-back.
That's true. That's just a fact.
Well, our viewers champion was Astronaut. He took care of business last year. And you guys, anybody watching can join this year's Viewers League. I'll put a link down in the comments. And we'll keep track. We'll do a leaderboard after Week 1 here going forward. Who's winning out of us and who's winning out of the viewers. They're playing along at home. And I do score predictions for all these games in a separate video every Wednesday. But some of these guys will give you some of their score predictions for certain games there on the Patreon as well. And plenty other bonus content on there. You can see the link there, but there'll also be a link down below. But I think it's time to get on to these picks.
Yes.
The Texans and the Chiefs to start it off.
Whoa.
Wow.
What a great ball game to start
The
the year
Trubisky
off.
Bowl.
It's the Trubisky Bowl.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to show the graphic?
Oh, my God. Yeah.
They're going to put the
They're going to put the graphic up
Or
there.
is it it's just old news and everyone just knows now? Because they really hammered it in last year.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they'll throw it up. They'll probably throw some sort of Mahomes-Watson where they got drafted. I don't know.
And their contracts are going to come up probably.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Two highest paid quarterbacks in football. But we got Texans at Chiefs for Thursday night football. Who wants to start us off?
Yeah, give me the Chiefs.
You're going with the Chiefs?
Taking the Chiefs.
All right. Let's put him on the Chiefs. There he is.
I think this is going to be a shootout. I think this is going to be an
Why'd they,
absolute shootout.
I was going to say, why'd they do their ring ceremony already?
I don't know.
Why did they just do it at the first game?
Yeah,
they're going to have fans.
Yeah,
Because Mahomes had to propose, and he's
They'll do a little something
billion-dollar
at the
man.
game.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs at home, first game, best
Pete's
team in the
taking
league.
the Chiefs.
They got
Put
some
them on
fans.
the board.
They got some fans there.
Do they really?
Yeah, they have
I
it's
didn't
like
know that.
30% or something like that.
Wow.
Some weird percentage.
So they got a home field advantage.
They do.
Easily.
I'm going to take the Chiefs, and I'm going to lock this in as my squeaker of the week.
Oh.
Squeaker of the week.
What is that?
What is that?
What's a squeaker?
What's a squeaker?
If you're new to the Goat House, squeaker is a game decided by 3 points or less. We all take one, but we can't take the same one. So we'll just throw that out there during picks videos every single week.
Good job, Dan.
Thanks, man.
You're supposed to look up.
Looks like it's a Goat House guarantee because all right, because I'm taking the Chiefs as well. I think it'll be closer than people think. I think a shootout as expected. I think people are sleeping on the Texans a little bit. I think people just automatically think they have a poor offensive line, but the offensive line will be much better this year, and that'll help Deshaun Watson play better. But I got the Chiefs at home. It definitely helps. They got a little bit of a crowd there. At least it's something. So, yeah, all four of us with the Chiefs. Let's get the boys off the board here. Take them off the board because we're getting ready to move to the next game. And the next game is the Seattle Seahawks at the Atlanta Falcons here. Sunday game. Can't wait for football Sunday. And I can't wait for Thursday, but Sunday's
It's the best.
That's the best.
It's the best.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
Seahawks and Falcons. I think Junior's going to go. I think he told me he's going with the Falcons.
You heard incorrectly there. I am taking the Seahawks on the road. If you watched our season predictions or you heard them, I'm very high in the Seahawks this year. So, starting it off with a bang.
Okay. All right. Who's going?
Dan?
You want me to go? I'm going to go with the Seahawks as well. I think they're just an all-around better ball club. I do think the Falcons definitely got better this year, and I'm expecting them to have a lot better overall season. But how can you say no to Russell Wilson? And
Are you
Start
making your
there.
picks in here?
no, I'm not.
You're supposed to be making your picks in here.
As
Make
I
your
go?
picks.
Yeah.
All right.
Open up ESPN, man.
Taking the Seahawks as well.
Not that.
I mean, week one's always tough to pick. Doesn't really depict how the season goes. But I had the Seahawks as a 2 seed, so I think they're gonna have a lot of wins, and very little losses. So I'll take the Seahawks here.
That's usually how it works, man.
Well, I'm just saying
Shut up.
early on.
It looks like it's going to be another Goat House guarantee because I'm going with the Seahawks as well. This one could go either way. I could see the Seahawks are going to be a good team. I could see them starting a little slow. Offensive line could be a little shaky there, but and then no edge rush. But yeah, I don't know. The Falcons, they're all about the offense, and I think the Seahawks kind of can match their offensive game there. I think that the Seahawks will have no problem. They're going to do what they normally do. They're going to start off pounding the ball at Chris Carson, try to wear the team out here, wear the Falcons out, and they're going to unleash Russ Wilson in the second half. And they take care of business, maybe a little closer. Yeah, Pete mentioned it. Week one's always, I call it mysterious. It's random. Anything could happen. You can't really have you can't have too many takeaways from week one. But we're all going with the Seahawks there.
It's kind of like a March Madness. You have to predict the upsets, but you don't know what upsets are going to happen.
Okay.
Good comparison, Pete.
It's one of those.
All right, moving on to the
Pete.
third game. The Jets at the Bills.
The Battle of New York.
Battle of New York. Yeah.
Wow.
Is anybody going with the Jets?
Looks like we got 3 guarantees.
Don't think so.
Don't think so.
Went pretty fast there. I think.
I think it'll be a close one.
Yeah, I think. It could
Squeaker
be
of the week?
close.
Not my squeaker though.
Not your squeaker, gotcha.
Yeah, it's not really. Yeah, not my squeaker either. But it could be close. The Bills' offense was started off. It struggled early last year, so maybe that comes back up. They got Diggs now, another year for Josh Allen, so I don't really think so. And they kind of got him beat on both sides of the ball. But who knows what Sam Darnold and Adam Gase will kind of throw at him. But yeah, this could go either way. But we got 3 guarantees so far. Pretty wild.
Probably 4 right now.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Bears. I don't know.
Bears,
I don't know.
Lions. What do the Bears guys think for the Bears at Detroit Lions?
Start us up, Dan.
Well, as a big Bears fan over here, I know a little thing about Mitch Trubisky playing the Lions, right?
Right.
And I got 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Bears win. Mitch Trubisky. Thank you.
Yeah, give me the Bears as well.
You got the Bears?
Yep.
I should have brought my biased Bears hat today.
You should have.
I should have.
You should have.
What are you doing?
That's okay.
Give me the Lions over here.
Pete's taking the Lions.
Kidding me?
Early
I
L
think,
for Pete this year.
I think. I told you guys. I think Trubisky starting is not the way to go. I think it's just gonna be. Maybe he looked good this offseason, but as soon as he gets back into a real game and live action, it's gonna.
That's fair.
I mean,
That's
and
probably what's
the
going to happen.
Lions every single year. Last year we saw it too. They just beat on the Patriots of week 1, so they always come ready to play.
I'm going with the Lions as well, actually. I think
A split.
in Detroit, all right, they don't have any fans, but it's all right. In Detroit, and the Lions you don't want to play. Yeah, you don't want to play early. And that's when they're healthy. That's when they're fresh. A lot of pressure on Trubisky here. I think it'll probably be low scoring, but that's the thing. I like the Bears' defense a lot, but I actually think a fresh Lions team could score on them. So I'm going to take the Lions. It does seem like the Bears have been beating the Lions pretty much every time, though, so that's what makes it tough. But I'm feeling the Lions early and often this year.
I'm gonna lock this one as my squeaker of the week.
Squeaker.
Ooh.
Okay. All right, that close, guaranteeing a close game there. So we're split. We had a Goat House guarantee on all these, and now we're split on this one, so that's good.
That's good.
Packers, Vikings, the other NFC North rival game to start the year off. Do I have to start this off here?
Yeah.
As the Vikings fan, I'm gonna roll with the Packers this week.
Whoa, dude.
I think I don't know. I think the Packers are more prepared going into this. The Vikings made some changes. Adding Yannick Ngakoue is pretty big. And then having him, Anthony O'Hunter, the Packers lose Brian Bulaga. They could get after Rodgers here. I don't know. I just think the Packers gave the Vikings some problems last year. It's a similar Packers team. I'm just feeling the Packers here more ready in week 1. So that's I got to go with my gut here. That's what it's telling me.
I'll jump in. I'm taking the I'm taking the Packers as well.
Okay.
I think you're going to kind of realize how much you're going to miss Diggs here. So I think Thielen, until what's your rookie, Justin Jefferson, right?
Yep.
Until he kind of pans out, I think you're going to kind of see Thielen get a lot of balls thrown his way, but the offense in general will struggle a little bit. So I think the Packers defense is a good matchup for him.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the Packers as well, and this is actually going to be my squeaker of the week.
I meant to take this as my squeaker of the week. I blew it.
Snooze, you lose.
You blew it.
Let's go. Squeaker of the week, baby.
Give me on the Vikings over here.
Oh, Pete's going by himself
Over there.
with the Vikings.
Hopefully I could pick one up here, but I think Justin Jefferson will be ready. I think they have Bissy Johnson, too. I think he's going to be more comfortable this year playing in the offense. And I just think that, yeah, I've been kind of down. I was down on the Packers. I had them making the playoffs, but I think it's just going to be – they're not going to be as good as last year. They didn't get better this year.
Okay. 3 for the Packers, 1 for the Vikings. First time the Vikings play the Packers at home to start the year, and they got no fans. Unfortunate. But moving on to the next game, we got the Dolphins at the Patriots. Dolphins kind of played spoiler at the end of last year and kind of shifted the seeding around for the AFC because they beat the Patriots. Will it happen again is the question. What's everyone got?
I'm going to sneeze. All right. Yeah, give me the Patriots here.
He's got the Patriots.
I mean, again, just another one. If you've seen our season predictions, I'm pretty high on the Patriots as well in the whole Cam Newton experiment.
I think, I'm taking Patriots as well. I think with Cam Newton, I think they're going to start off pretty hot, especially against the Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm taking the Patriots as well. I think this is going to be a fun game to watch, I feel like. I just want to see Cam Newton first game with the Patriots. And then we got Fitzpatrick starting week 1 too. It's going to be an interesting game to watch.
I guess for all 4 of us going with the same team. This is a tough one to pick. I think the Dolphins could be a problem for the Patriots. That offense is pretty explosive. I think it helps them week 1 that Fitzpatrick's starting. But, I think the new look Patriots is kind of what's going to throw off the Dolphins here. It's kind of tough to game plan for that week 1. Like, how's this Cam Newton Patriots offense going to be? So, should I take this as my squeaker? I
can see it.
No, we're not going to take this as my squeaker, but it's going to be close. It's a tough one to pick.
What are you doing down there? What are you doing down there?
Sorry, Pete.
All right. Get them out of here. Next game, we got the Eagles and the Washington football team. I said it right.
Football
They really
team.
threw me for a loop there with that logo.
Yeah. I haven't started off yet.
There you go.
I think probably closer than you think. Washington football team's defense is they're something. They're going to be something here. I'll take the Eagles, though, but I do worry about the health of the Eagles here. The offensive line pretty beat up. Washington football team has a pretty deadly pass rush there, so that actually could be the difference. But I'm still going to take the Eagles, and then they make that extra offensive play there. I don't know if I trust Washington's offense to put that many points up, enough points up on the board this week. So I'll take the Eagles. Another game that's probably better than you think here, though, closer than you think.
Yeah, I think this will be close as well, just because of the things you stated already. But I'm going to go with the Eagles here. I think they're the better team.
The injuries do scare me, but Eagles. I think they do have a little bit better depth than we're thinking. But yeah.
Okay. I mean, I have the Eagles here selected. I made these selections earlier, but I am going with Washington here.
Whoa!
So you're just giving us a switcheroo?
I'm giving you a switcheroo here. I don't know. The injuries do scare me, but I don't know. I think this is going to be close, and I don't know. I was just kind of debating in my head, and I think that the defense of Washington is better, specifically, like you said, that pass rush.
They're going to get it done.
They're going to get it done early and often.
Okay. All right. Raiders, Panthers. This is the matchup of the week. I feel like they're all the matchups of the week.
This could be squeaker territory.
Let me tell you, this is going to be a shootout, I think. I think both teams are really going to run up the score here. I'm going to trust the Las Vegas Raiders a little more in the shootout here. But yeah, I think both offenses will get going. I think
Really?
yeah. Really? You don't think so? You don't
I
think
mean,
so?
what do you think a
Really?
shootout is? How many points per team?
I think they both score over 28.
Oh, Nikes. Okay,
I could be way. It's week 1.
it is week 1.
I think I don't know the Panther mainly because the lack of defense, mainly on the Panther side. I think, and the Raiders got a pretty balanced defense, but there's no like takeover guys. Are not going to get constant pressure. I think with Teddy McCaffrey and those the receiver weapons, Joe Braden leading the way. I think the Panthers' offense will be pretty good. And then the Raiders, same thing. The Panthers drafted all defense for a reason. They're probably going to have one of the weaker defenses in all of football. I think John Gruden's offense will really have no problem putting up points on. I just comparing these two teams and how they match up. I see a lot of scoring, but it's week 1. I don't know. I'm going to take the Raiders in it though.
I'm taking the Raiders as well, but
Really?
mid-20s, yeah. What, are you taking the Panthers?
Really?
Really? No, I was just copying you. I'm taking the Panthers. I am taking them.
Really?
I'm taking the Panthers
That
too.
offense, I think, is. I mean, we know that what it can do, but I think it's very underrated.
I think besides McCaffrey, I have to see it to believe it.
Teddy
as far
B.
as Teddy.
Teddy
I
B.
think-
I have to see it to believe it.
Yeah, I think we talked about it earlier. It's hard to game plan against like some of these newer like coaches and newer teams, newer players. Panthers have a lot of new weapons, and also like the Raiders, they do have new weapons. But I think Henry Ruggs is going to struggle a little at first, and they're a little banged up at receiver. I think they just have to rely on Josh Jacobs a lot here. They're going to use him a lot more, but I'm going to go with the Panthers here at home.
All right, we got a good old-fashioned split right there. Good old-fashioned
Nice job,
split.
Pete.
Watch this game be like 6-3.
Nope. Wrong way.
Wrong. How many times we practiced it too?
I keep getting confused.
Still
We
can't
literally
get it down.
practiced
It's
it.
only week 1 though.
Yeah,
It's
That's
only
true.
hey, we'll get better.
Yeah,
We'll practice.
That's why we're here, bro.
it is. Why we're
Colts,
here, bro.
Jags. 1, 2, 3.
Colts.
Colts. We did it. We did it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, the Jags got a shot.
Yeah, Gardner
got it.
Minshew.
They got
It's
a
week
shot.
1 too.
It's week 1. Anything
Week
can
one.
happen.
Right.
Anything can happen.
What if it's like real hot and
Sweaty.
Colt-
moist and
the Colts are just not ready for it? They're
Right.
just gassed
it's
and
freaking
cramped.
hot?
They're just cramping.
Phillips just giving the ball away like crazy?
Oh yeah.
I think Phillips gonna have a good game.
You think you have a good game?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Did the Jags want to win this game?
No.
No, they might want to win, but
Who's starting at running back for the Colts?
or what about for the Jags?
The Jags.
I think Chris
Here.
Thompson's gonna start.
Yeah.
Colts, you gotta go Marlon Mack, but they might. I can see them going Taylor.
There's no.
Did
they
they-
haven't made an announcement.
I thought they said they were doing 50-50 with them, right? But
Well,
as
yeah,
far
I
as
just
who's
don't
starting,
understand. Yeah, I think for sure they need to make sure. I think
Did Mack have 1,000 yards last year or no?
2 years ago he definitely did. I mean, he did miss a couple games last year. I think Mack needs to start in the beginning and at the end of games. That's really all I'm asking for. Because Jonathan Taylor, he's a great runner, explosive, home run hitting guy, inside, outside, could run anywhere. He has the strength, the speed. I mean, he has everything, but he has the fumbling concern. So if you start the game with a fumble, that can shift things. If you end the game trying to put the game away with a fumble, that could, cost them, some a comeback or something. So I think sweet spot is right in the middle of the game for Jonathan Taylor, depending on how the game's going, obviously. But I think you got to start and finish with Marlon Mack here. But
book it.
Book it.
Book it.
Book it. Nobody with the Jags. All right. They could do it, though. I'm excited to see that pass rush duo with Josh Allen and Clavon Chase on there. We'll see, though. We got the Colts taking care of business. And we're moving on to the next game. The Browns and the Ravens. Don't forget now, guys. Early last year, the Browns gave the Ravens a good shellacking.
The game
They did.
a pounding.
They
I
gave them
would
a
say.
real good pounding early last year.
Was it in Baltimore?
The game, I couldn't tell you.
I think it was.
I think they
We'll just
they
pretend it
split
was.
away games.
Yeah.
The Browns just ran all over them. They could do it again here. Except the next time around, it didn't really work out like that. But anybody feeling?
I'm taking the Browns.
You're doing it?
I'm going
Oh.
to take the Browns. I don't think the Browns are the better ball team, but I think they're going to start off relatively hot this year, getting Hooper involved, and that's. I'm just trying to gain one on you guys here.
I think the Ravens are going to shove it down to Browns poopers.
Whoa, I don't think you could say that.
Can you?
That's allowable.
We'll allow it.
Allowable.
Okay.
Yeah, give me the Ravens too at home.
That's the easy
I think
answer.
I think they were dying to get on the field after that disappointing playoff loss, but I think they're ready to go.
Give me the Ravens.
Who'd they lose to the playoffs in again?
You know, I'm not gonna say it. You know, I'm not gonna rub it in their faces.
Right,
or
right,
anything.
I take the Ravens. I do think the Browns will run pretty well on them. I think they will. But same thing with the Ravens. I'm a little worried about the Browns defense. But, the thing, too, that I want to point out about the Ravens defense is the defensive line, the actual three-man defensive line. They had pure run stuffers last year, and they switched it up a bit. Now they got more guys to get after the quarterback there. So the run game in a game like this, you can notice it. It could take a hit a bit, but they're going to get after the quarterback a bit more. So the Browns, what I'm getting at, the Browns actually could get more yards, possibly points than people think, but I still got the Ravens taking care of business with a better team. They're at home to open up the year. Got the Ravens. Next, get these guys out of here. Next, we got the Chargers and the Bengals. I'm going to go ahead and lock this in as my squeaker of the week here.
That's a good choice.
This is a toss-up game. I'm going to, can't even decide right now, right here on the spot. But I'm gonna take the Chargers. I think. The Chargers are kind of known for their defense. The Bengals are probably going to be known for their offense this year. In a game like this, especially without Derwin James and just, defenses don't really play, elite in week one most of the time. So I think the defense won't play as good as what it actually is. I think the Bengals will actually score, but I do think the Chargers offense will put up a good amount of points in this game. I think they're going to play small ball. And as they should, the Bengals, once the ball gets past the line of scrimmage, the Bengals kind of struggle to tackle, kind of based on last year, but it could be similar. And that's where, I think a guy like Austin Eckler could have a big game here, playing a lot of small ball with Tyrod Taylor. So I think I'm going to go with the Chargers. It'll be a squeaker, though. It'll be close.
We got Pete.
I got the Bengals here.
Tell them why.
Well, I was thinking beginning of the season, who usually struggles at the beginning of the season? The Chargers, and then who usually does really well at the beginning of the season?
Phillips not there anymore.
The Bengals.
It's a different year.
I know, but I think Joe's gonna have a hell of a game. I think we're gonna see some people are thinking he's gonna struggle this year, transition to the NFL. I think he's gonna have a great year, and people are gonna see how talented he is. So I'm gonna go with the Bengals here.
I got the Bengals as well.
Ooh.
I just think that I don't know, the Chargers. I think Tyrod's gonna slow down that offense, honestly.
But will he slow it down in this game?
Yeah, I think all year long until they switch it.
You're a Herbert guy?
You draft a guy high, you put him in.
Okay. I'm taking the Bengals as well.
Oh my!
I think
I
think there's a big hype factor when you have a new quarterback going in there. So yeah, I'm taking the Bengals.
Okay.
And then all the Bengals fans are going to think they're going to the ship after they win this game.
Oh yeah.
Can't have too many takeaways after week one. Maybe not even week two. I don't know. Maybe
I
not
would do
even
the
week
same
3.
thing.
You do the same thing?
I would do the same thing.
If the Bears beat the Lions by 30, are they going to the Super Bowl?
It depends.
Oh, yeah.
If Trubisky's stat line looks phenomenal, I'm
25 of 25, 3 touchdowns.
What if he just has
4 rushing touchdowns on top of that?
4 rushing touchdowns.
I think that Bucks game from a couple years ago is still in all those Trubisky believers' heads.
Oh yeah, I got that on repeat.
You watch it every night?
Oh yeah.
Before bed?
All those wide open throws that he made.
Oh, this is a good one right here. This might be the game of the week. The Buccaneers at the Saints. The new look Buccaneers. Tom Brady versus Drew Brees to start the year. Wow.
Wow.
Let me kick it off.
All right, go ahead and kick it off.
I am taking the Saints. I think being at home, I think, the Buccaneers have a lot of new looks, but I think it's going to take them a little bit to kind of gel and mesh together in a live game. I do like their young defense, but I'm going to take the Saints at this point. Boom.
Whoa.
I think it's going to be lower scoring than anticipated.
Excuse me, Dan. How many years have you been doing pick'ems now?
I don't know.
You never bet against Big Tom. Give me Big Tom.
Okay.
So you're picking Big Tom every step of the way?
Every step of the way, I'm with you, Big Tom.
All right. Well, those are set. Those picks.
Those are set.
Every week.
I'm taking the Saints.
Yeah.
At home. They have fans, right?
No way.
I don't know.
I think the Saints have fans.
I can't even keep track.
Well,
who's
the
got
Saints
fans
do
here.
have fans. We just don't know if they're
I
going to be
think they're at the stadium.
Okay.
But like you said, I think it's going to take a little while for the Bucs to get going. I think the offensive line's kind of their weakness, to be honest, and Tom Brady's used to having that offensive line protect them. I think it'll be a struggle. The Saints, the Saints try to get Clowney. They still have a very good pass rush. So I think that's going to be an issue.
Okay.
Well, I don't really think the offensive line, it's not great, but I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think adding Tom Brady helps it. They add Tristan Wirfs, got some young guys that are getting better. So I don't really think that's a big problem for the Bucs.
Take time.
And I'm a big believer in the Bucs in this season, but I think more down the stretch of the season. So I'm going to take the Saints at home here to start the year off. I think they're more prepared here. Some adjustments have to be made for the Bucs. I definitely believe them down the stretch, but early in the year, some adjustments may have to be made. But let me tell you, it's kind of silly to say. I think it's a must-win for everybody, every single week, every game. But I think this is a perfect example of a must-win for the Saints because we all agree the Bucs are going to get better as the season goes on. So if the Buccaneers can start this game off against kind of their biggest competition in New Orleans, that'll be something, and it'll be a tough one for the Saints if they start this one. And it could happen. It's week 1. Anything can happen.
Be a big statement for the Bucs if they
huge statement.
Yeah.
And so that one should be good though. That one should be good. We got Junior by himself over there with the Bucs. Huge Tom Brady guy. Huge Tom Brady guy.
Big Tom Brady.
Big Tom Brady. Cardinals and 49ers. NFC West is looking good. It's looking good. The Niners obviously made it to the Super Bowl last year. Let's see if they can repeat it. Some people definitely think they have the roster to do so. Some people think they're going to take a step down now. It seems like the whole world's split. But they're starting it off against a division rival against the Cardinals. How's everyone feeling?
Yeah,
I'm very torn on who I want to choose on this
Junior's going with the Niners?
Give me the Niners.
Easy Niners or comfortable win?
No.
Okay.
No. I think the Niners are going to be successful. I just think they're not going to be able to just run it all over everyone like they did last year, in my opinion. I don't know. I think they're going to have to get creative because they were kind of newly constructed last year. We didn't know what they were going to have, and then they kind of came out and shocked everyone.
Oh, they can get creative over there.
Yeah. That's what they got.
I think that's like what the edge is really. I think coaching's the edge. I'm going to give it to the Niners for sure. I think Shanahan's probably one of the best offensive minds in the league. Just consistently finds different ways to run the ball and find some success, and then some play action passing for Jimmy G, make it easy on him. So I'm going to go with the Niners here.
What's Danny got?
I really want to take the Cardinals right now, but I'm going to take the Niners as well. I think once we have the season underway, get a few more games, I think you're going to start to realize the Cardinals are going to be putting up serious points. So next time these teams play, I think it might be a slight advantage. I guess we have to still see the Niners play, but I think the slight advantage might go to the Cardinals just because they're going to put up a lot of points this season. But I'm taking the Niners.
Interesting. During the year last year, those big games where everyone was still iffy on the Niners, I was the only one picking them. You guys were picking against them. I was by myself picking them. And to start the year off, I'm going to be by myself again, but I'm picking the Cardinals. I think the Niners are a great team, great roster. Health is a little bit of a concern right now. They definitely can make it the distance again. I just don't like the matchup for them against the Cardinals. It seemed like even when they beat them, it seemed like the Cardinals gave a little bit of a matchup situation there, and it's a nightmare game plan against the Cardinals. They got much better. The defense actually got a lot better. They're gonna bring pressure. I think Kenya Drake has a big game in this one. Kyler Murray and Kenya Drake. I'm just feeling the Cardinals. There's just something about it. I don't really like the matchup. Even when they played Kenya Drake last year, it seems like they're linebackers. They're great defensive players that didn't play all that great. And yeah, you don't want to play the Cardinals week 1. It's that college offense.
Tough.
You don't want to play. You don't want to play week 1. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. That's what I'm feeling here.
Wait, did you see what Kyler Murray? Someone asked Kyler Murray who. They asked him who's the top 5 defensive players he played against. He's like Aaron Donald, and he's like the Niners front 4. He's just running for his life against
Put
me
in the
Cardinals
front
4. You want the Cardinals?
I want the Cardinals. I think you made my mind.
What a wishy-washy
I
guy.
wanted to take it, but I didn't want to be the one guy to do it.
I did it.
I'm taking the Cardinals.
It's not something I'm really confident about.
I agree too. I agree too. But
I think that might be the hard. When they play, even when they beat the Cardinals, when they played them, it just looked like they gave them some problem. Unlike the Cardinals were way harder for them to play than the Vikings and the Packers. Way harder. It's weird. So, you just don't want to play the Cardinals week 1. Nobody does. I don't know. It's just
Niner fans are not going to be too happy with us, but the Cardinals fans will.
Yeah.
Niner fans will be happy with me.
Welcome to the Goat House, huh?
I mean, Niners got a great roster.
Yeah.
Great roster.
I still think the Niners are going to be better throughout the year, but first game it could go any way.
Yeah. Sunday night football.
There it is.
Cowboys, Rams, Dak, Goff. Yeah.
Give me the better quarterback.
Ooh. Which one's that?
You know who
It's
it
a
is.
huge golf
Dak,
guy. Get him over there.
Dak Prescott. We're really hyping up the Cowboys this year. We're gonna see it week
No
one.
Leo Collins.
We're gonna see it week 1, prime time.
That's all right. Give me the Cowboys as well. High flying offense.
Yep. Give me him.
He wants them.
Give me him.
But it's Sunday night football.
Give me 'em.
Sunday night football.
Oh, the Rams' new stadium, right?
At Rams, yeah.
Ooh.
But I'm all on board with the Cowboys as well. I think missing Leo Collins is gonna be pretty tough. He's gonna miss at least 3 weeks. Aaron Donald will be a problem, but he's mainly come from the interior. The edge rush situation is the problem, for the Rams. So,
Is Leonard Floyd starting over there?
oh yeah,
What a
Floyd's
beast.
starting.
What a beast.
They like the way he looks at camp, apparently, but we'll see how
That's what the Bears said the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Literally. He's in great shape.
Great shape. Looks good. Looks great. This should be a good game. They played each other kind of somewhat late last year, and the Cowboys really gave it to them. I don't think it'll be the same. I think it'll be a lot closer. I mean, being Sunday night in L.A. Definitely gives some sort of edge to the Rams in a way, even though because they're both pretty good teams. But I like a strong part of the Rams defense is the secondary. So, and I like the Cowboys passing attack. So that's the matchup I'm looking forward to. Cowboys receivers versus the Rams secondary, both very, very strong. So that's going to be fun. I take the offense, especially in week 1 with not the greatest game plan or idea what's going to happen. I'll take the offense in that type of matchup. So give me the Cowboys. But the Rams offense should be pretty solid as well, so don't get me wrong there. All 4 of us, I'm surprised all 4, and I knew we were all kind of hyped on the Cowboys, but still. 2 Monday night games to start week 1. The first one is the Steelers at the Giants. Big Ben is back in action here. Hopefully he stays healthy. And the Giants got that young team, Daniel Jones, second year, Saquon Barkley. That could be a pretty fun offense there for sure. This actually could be it doesn't really look like it on paper, but it actually be a pretty good game, I think.
I think it's definitely going to be a good game. I think if I had a second squeaker, this would be it. But I think here's my prediction for the game. I think the Giants are going to roll early, but the Steelers are going to finish the game strong. And I'm taking the Steelers.
Okay.
Big Ben's back.
All right. Well, give me the Giants. Give me
Junior
the
wants
New York.
the Giants.
I want the New York Football Giants. I want them. I don't know. I just think that they got not only do they have a young offense, they have a lot of sneaky good receivers that are just just kind of guys that were like cast-offs on other teams. They got a whole new coaching staff in there. I don't know. I think they're the team to look out for.
I could actually see the Giants doing this. This is actually a better game, I think. I think you think Steelers, and they have such a great defense. They could be the best defense when it's all said and done, possible. But so you think they have a great defense, they're going to stop this Giant, and they could. They definitely could, but they did lose Javon Hargrave at nose. I think that can open up some things here for Saquon Barkley, who when it's all said and done could be the best running back in football. But every level of that Steelers defense is very good too. Even though I think the Giants get more yards, score more points than people are thinking, but I think the Steelers defense kind of just makes that extra stop and can also continue to score against the Giants, and that'll kind of be the difference there. So I'll take the Steelers. I really like both teams' weapons at receiver. I think are pretty underrated. I think they both got really good rotation, really good depth at the receiver position. So it should be a fun one. This should be another fun. Every game's gonna be fun.
How many fumbles for Daniel Jones?
That's what I'm kind of worried about. It's just
T.J. Watt probably gets a strip sack in there.
First play of the game, calling it right now. Book it. You heard it here first. You heard it here
You
first.
said the Giants are going to roll early.
But there's still going to be a strip sack, and then the Steelers don't score because they're trying to get their thing, and then
then they come roaring.
I'm going to take the Steelers as well. It should be interesting to see. I want to see how Big Ben throws the ball. I want to see if anything changes with his release, if it's just if his arm strength is gone, because that was definitely one of his strengths was he has a big arm. So kind of want to see that.
Skinny too.
I want to see that, and I want to see. I think that defense is going to be pretty scary as well. But I want to see that. I want to see Daniel Jones' progression in the Giants' offense too. But I'll take the Steelers. I think it'll be a closer game than people think, though.
A backup squeaker.
Junior by himself. Look at that.
Another one, right?
Yeah.
Another one.
And the final one of week one. Okay.
Right.
Monday night, real late game there. Monday night football, Titans at Broncos.
In the altitude.
In the Mile High. I even heard Melvin Gordon was struggling with the altitude there.
I need to double check something real quick, but go ahead.
What doesn't he struggle with these days?
I think that was just like the first couple days of training camp, so it's nothing really to worry about there.
Well, I mean, it was his first training camp in 2 years, so.
Yeah, that's a good point. Pete, what do you got for us?
Well, you know what I'm going with. I'm going to go with the Titans here.
Tighten up.
I'm real excited about this year. I don't know. This might be like the most excited I've been about this team. Like, I don't know. I just think they're well balanced. They don't really have many holes on the roster.
That's what you said about the Kerry Collins days, all right?
They were good back then. they had the best team. They were number 1 seed. But yeah, I'm real excited. I think with the Broncos, we're hyping them up. We have them in the playoffs. I think almost all of us do, right?
I think so. I did.
I think it's just going to be kind of later in the season when they kind of turn it on. I think that defense.
A late season surge.
Yeah, I think Drew Lock's going to take some time to turn it on and the weapons as well. And then Bradley Chubb is on a pitch count here to start the season coming off that ACL injury. So I think that's going to kind of hurt the defense. Little suspect at corner there too. They have A.J. Bouye, but I don't think they really have much there. I think the Titans will give them trouble with all the weapons they have. And Clowney, I saw the official depth chart came out. Clowney is already starting.
Wearing number 99.
Wearing number 99. Took Darrell Casey's number.
Ooh. Disrespect. And Darrell Casey's on the Broncos?
Yep. I think, I don't know, I think he's going to be ready to play. I think they'll have some good plays and packages for him. So I'm excited about it. I'm taking the Titans.
Yeah, give me the Titans as well. Tighten up.
Tighten up.
Tighten up. You didn't say that.
You forgot.
Yeah, as a fan, you're supposed to say that.
Right.
Tighten up, Pete. Come on now.
Tighten up.
Is Danny tightening up too?
No, I'm taking the Broncos.
Oh.
I have my reasoning.
Get ready for this.
I got two reasons.
No,
this is going to be good.
Yeah, get ready.
As of tomorrow, allegedly, according to the old weather report here, they're expecting 6 to 12 inches of snow in Denver. Going to be a cold game for those nice warm weather. Yeah. Well, I guess Derrick Henry in the snow. Yeah, we forget that.
You ruined it. I was going to go. All right, it's going to snow. I'm taking Derrick Henry.
But Fangio is going to do whatever it takes to stop Derrick Henry and going to put the ball in the hands of Tannehill to win the game, and I don't think he's going to do it. I'm taking the Broncos.
Well, last time Derrick Henry went against the Broncos, he struggled. He struggled a little bit against them. He couldn't really get anywhere. Early in the offseason, I was taking the Broncos in this game. I love this. I still like this team. I love the defense. But some things happened in the meantime. That was there's not going to be any fans, even though it's still Mile High. Bradley Chubb is kind of limited, and the Titans got Jadeveon Clowney, and I do worry about the Broncos' offensive line a little bit. So Titans throwing some pressure at them kind of last second. So I will take the Titans. I think Derrick Henry gets going, but I really like this Broncos defense. I really like the Broncos defense. I like the Titans defense as well. This should be a good one to end off week one. I mean, every game, I think I said that about every single game. Like, I literally cannot wait for any of these games. But I'll take the Titans. 3 of us there. Danny by himself with the Broncos.
Proud to be.
You just don't know what's going to happen in week one. So I don't know who's going to be on top here. There's going to be some random outcomes. There's going to be people overreacting. We'll have a nice overreaction Monday with the recap. And we'll do it all again with our weekly picks and our power rankings. And
I have a question.
What's the question?
Dan, you're talking about snow tomorrow.
But if it's weather stays, it's
right,
Mile High.
It could snow on Tuesday and be gone by next Monday.
But they're also in Denver. It's supposed they have a cold front coming. It could still be there.
I think it's like 90 degrees today there.
And it's going to drop.
Snow.
This game's a long ways away, though.
Right. So I don't know. The snow is not a factor.
You never know, man.
You don't know.
It's going to be soggy on the field.
A little soggy?
Soggy still
That's 12
favors
inches
Peter Cito.
12 inches of snow. Come on now.
Still favors
Fangio.
ginormous running back.
He doesn't make a lot of cuts. He just
You just
takes
run at him.
one cut and he just gets upfield.
Run at him. Run at him. Who's going one-on-one with that
you're not
in the
gonna-
soggy weather? Nobody.
How many
sticking with
sacks for Clowney in his debut?
None.
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 Oh, I wrote to go 0.
I'm gonna go a bat. He's gonna have a bat down.
I'm gonna get say he has
nasty
2
one.
sacks. He's gonna
Oh.
get 2 sacks.
Whoa.
Two.
Whoa.
2 of them.
Strip sack?
Unless it depends how limited he is.
I don't know. I don't
Be
know.
a little limited.
I heard he was unlimited.
I mean, he's just a pass rusher.
I think he's gonna get. I worry about the Broncos off the tackles. The interior is gonna be pretty solid. Curious to know what the Broncos' game plan is gonna be, because I think they want to kind of go the route that they're either gonna start the game off kind of running the ball, then open up the pass. I don't know if you can do that on the Titans defense. I think they're pretty solid stopping the run there, but they got a really good running back duo, and they got some weapons at receiver as well, tight end as well. So I just can't wait. All these games are going to be great. But that wraps up week 1. We'll be back every single Tuesday night. Again, I'll do score predictions. These guys got their score predictions on the Patreon as well. And we got power rankings and all kinds of content. We got you covered fully throughout the NFL season. So hopefully you can subscribe, turn notifications on. Smash that like button if you enjoyed. And you're going to want to follow that Twitter. If you're not following the Twitter, I think you're missing out. There's just as much content there talking during live. All these games we'll be tweeting. So check that out. We much appreciate it. That's going to do it for this one, though. Thanks, everyone, for watching.
You bet.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.